Hey guys, welcome back to Sheps Talk and welcome back to another Sheps Talk movie review. But before we get into that movie review, just a couple of admin notes. If you do like this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to it because this does help my channel out greatly and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Now, let's get back to my review of My Spy. My Spy is directed by Peter Siegel, who you may have known as the director of Naked Gun, 33 1/3, Tommy Boy, and The Grudge Match, plus others out there. He's got some big name movies under his belt. My Spy stars Dave Bautista. If you haven't seen any of his movies in the past few years, where have you been? He's done Guardians of the Galaxy. He's done a James Bond movie. He's even done that Uber movie with Kamal. There's a review of that on my channel as well if you really want to go see it. We also have Kristan, and I'm sorry if I butcher this name, Satchel, who, looking at her IMDb profile, oh my god, she has done so many movies. You've probably recognized her if you watch this movie or any of the movies. Probably recognized her in the movie or even recognized her voice because she's lent her voice to a ton of production as well. I don't have the time to list all of her stuff that she's done. She is pretty much a busy actress. And yeah, go check out some of her stuff. Then we have Chloe Coleman, who just seems to be rocking it as an 11-year-old. Her filmography is like crazy. It's already like a page long. I'm like, you're 11 years old, girl. You are like on every TV show possible. I guess you're getting your name out there, and it shows in this movie. Quick synopsis. JJ, who's played by Dave Bautista, is a CIA operative who is sent to watch a family of a known criminal, hoping that that criminal will appear. I guess it was Dave Bautista's time to do a kids movie. It seems like it's a WWE tradition. You had The Rock and the Tooth Fairy. You had Hulk Hogan and Suburban Commando. And it seems like every WWE character or actor that wants to break from WWE to the big screen has to do his version of a kid movie. Half the time they're a little rocky. They're not as good as possible or as good as it could be. But it just seems like every character. Hell, I think Triple H has actually done one now that I remember. I can't remember the name of the movie, but he was like a school bus driver. So, yep, WWE making your people do, kids movies for some reason. Now, My Spy, right off the bat, I'm going to be open and honest to you, is pretty much a by the books, by the numbers kids movie. There are some cute moments, make it stand out a little bit better. I do love Sophia, Chloe's character, playing the kind of kid with no friends because she doesn't really fit into her class. She's the smart one, and kind of playing the one-up game, showing that the CIA comes in and puts all these electronic devices in the house, and thinking that an 11-year-old kid isn't going to be able to figure out that the ball that doesn't really look too much like a ball has a camera in it, and then actually able to track down the camera's device. It's I did like that aspect of it. I did like that she was smart to a degree, but she was also that social awkwardness because she seems to have been one of those kids that's just alone because of her intelligence and her family situation. And I think Chloe did a really good job portraying that on the big screen. Dave Bautista's character, JJ, I wish I could say a lot about his character. It is a typical Dave Bautista character. He plays the big bad action star, CIA operative, but just this time he's been placed in an awkward situation. We do get to see him act a little bit more in this movie. We do get to see him have a love interest, a romantic thread in this movie. I will say I do believe he is growing as an actor. I think he has the potential to break away from that stereotypical action star, meathead star kind of thing. Guardians of the Galaxy, he doesn't really do much but be that big guy and make kind of one-liners. But every other movie we've seen since then has been him either in a kind of silent big man role or, when he tried comedy. And some people loved him with Kamal in, I forgot the Uber movie that he was in. I forgot the name of it. But this one, I think he actually showed a lot more potential. I think it wasn't quite there yet, but I think he's working towards it, and I think he can break away from the action star meathead role, given a couple more tries. Kristan Satchel, who plays Bobby, who is the tech girl hacker, I think they kind of underutilize her in this movie. She seems to be forgotten about a lot, and then when she does come back on screen, it's more of to be like, oh, I see you're teaching, Sophia this, how to pick a lock or how to break restraints and stuff like that. Why don't you teach me this? Or when they bring her back on screen and she's like, they're like, oh, we need you to, track down this person, or, give us satellite surveillance. I think they could have used her a little bit better. She just felt like a throwaway character that you could have probably placed anybody in there and it would have been fine. Yeah, she does get kind of a moment to shine towards the end of the movie, but I think it's a little too late for her. Like I stated, this is pretty much a by the books number movie. It's, the bad guy in this movie is seen in the first act of this movie doing something really bad. Then he disappears until the third act of the movie, where everything can get wrapped up nicely. And we know these types of kid movies are meant for the second act, where the out of his place CIA agent has to deal with this kid, and they both form a bond, and they both learn from each other. And that's all right. And I do admit, My Spy does have some cute moments in it. It does have a lot of potential. But it is still a kid's movie. There's nothing really outish about this movie. But I will say, if you're going into it, this is a good family movie. I think everybody involved will enjoy this movie. There's nothing really too terribly bad about this movie. I think everybody will be entertained watching My Spy. And with that being said, guys, Shep Talk is going to give My Spy 3 out of 5 Sheps. Have you seen My Spy yet? Let me know down in the comments down below. And as always, guys, if you like what you see here, please hit that subscribe button. It does help my channel out greatly, and we are trying to get to 300 subs. And if you like this video, check out one of these over here. I'm sure there's another video in there that you'll enjoy as well. But guys, that's all I have time for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.